Hello, this is Michele Knight. This is the astrological update for Gemini for the whole of September. Now, this month we do have certain light relief. It's not as rollercoastery and tumultuous as the previous few months have been. We are getting a little bit of a reprieve. Having said that, there are two cardinal grand crosses which are very challenging and make us look deep within ourselves at possibly the contradictions or some of the things in our life that don't balance. You know, we may one day act like this and another day act like that. And let's face it, Gemini, you of all people have the tendency to be able to separate your desires or act with Mercury leading you astray sometimes. However, it's also one of your joys and one of your gifts. You have that brilliant mind and that quick wit. This particular month, let's start off on the 1st, we have the Cardinal Grand Cross, which is leading you towards temptation a little bit. There's a part of you that wants joy and passion and soulmates and pleasure and to feast upon life. And yet, doing this, you've got to be careful, because of this Cardinal Grand Cross, that you don't throw caution too much to the wind. You'll be tempted to splurge on luxury or do something to extremes. Now, if you're not the sort of person who splurges on luxury, whatever it is that is your weakness or your craving or your desire that you can go over the top with, then, whatever that is, whether it's carbs or cars, you will be tempted to do something that goes, I just want to feast in the moment, I want pleasure now. This Cardinal Grand Cross is asking you to look at those desires. It's not saying don't have fun. It's saying just try and balance it. Don't be self-destructive in your pleasures. Now, the new moon on the 5th is making you feel very emotional about your home and family. You may have intuitions about your home and family, a desire to make deep changes in connection with your home and family, but it is a point of focus for that. So light a candle, allow yourself to tune in to what you need to transform in those areas. Mercury, the planet of communication, and later on the Sun is saying, yeah baby, let's have some fun, let's have some pleasure, let's have some good times. Again, keep that little voice in the back of your head that keeps you safe from being too self-destructive in those tempting areas. There should be a lot of laughter though this month. Venus, the planet of love, is making you a little bit critical of yourself and other people in a way, so watch that. You want everything to be perfect, you want everything to be right. Make sure that your internal voice is loving and compassionate, and you treat yourself in your head as your own best friend. There is no point chastising yourself or criticizing yourself, because that will not have a healthy impact on your vibration, and it's likely to have the opposite effect. Love yourself, and you should be led down the right path when it comes to relationships. But yeah, it's good to find out what your balance is in relationships. And even if you're single, it's good to maybe do a meditation on what you want your present and future to be about when it comes to love. We have the Sun on the 22nd entering the place of pleasure. Hooray! And then, on the 15th, there's that other Cardinal Grand Cross, which is, again, pleasure and unexpected joyfulness, actually. Unexpected groups of people. But as it's a cross, there may be something that you have to deal with when it comes to pleasure and groups of people. And also, not to allow yourself to get obsessional or carried away with emotion. Pluto is poking your primal emotions. We end the month on the 29th with Mercury allowing you to look after yourself and to look at how you speak and what you project in the world. But again, it is asking you to speak with gentle and loving voice to yourself and others. Anyway, stunning month. Certainly there's a few interesting things that are likely to happen to you. Enjoy it. Take care, and I'll speak to you soon.